Congress has approved a White House request to eliminate federal funding for public media. NPR remains committed to our mission of informing the public, increasing your understanding of the world, and enriching everyday life. But without federal funding, we are relying on your support now more than ever. Please give today at donate.npr.org.
Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from the Media Studies Department here at Car Talk Plaza.
And we have come to some startling conclusions.
Scary.
I mean, I think Paul Murky was involved in this in this research. He was not.
No.
Oh.
No.
Marge Inovera?
No.
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 Well,
Mahatma Coat.
Actually, the report here is signed by someone named Murray Alex, and curiously, he sent it to us by email. So I guess he doesn't work in the office.
No.
Or in the lab. But here it is. Things you would never know if there weren't movies. Now, this is interesting.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
For example,
I mean, some of them are quite obvious. I mean, you would never know this. The ventilation system of any building is the perfect hiding place. No one will ever think of looking for you in there, and you can travel to any other part of the building, and nobody will hear you.
That's right.
See, I didn't know that.
I learned that from
Sneakers.
Sneakers and what was the other more recent movie? Mission Impossible.
You're very likely to survive any battle in any war, unless you make the crucial mistake of showing someone a picture of your sweetheart back home.
There you go.
You do that, kiss of death. Boom.
Right. Bullet right through your head.
Next minute. Now, here's one. The Eiffel Tower can be seen from any window in Paris. Did you know that? Anywhere you are in Paris, you can see the Eiffel Tower.
Well, you know why? Because it's not stationary. It moves.
Let's see what else here. I like this one. If you're being chased through town, you can always take cover in a passing St. Patrick's Day parade any time of the year. and my personal favorite, should you wish to pass yourself off as a German officer, it will not be necessary to speak the language. A German accent will suffice. I will tell you what is... I mean, how many... Frank Sinatra did that.
As Lee Marvin so aptly demonstrated in The Dirty Dozen.
That's right. Well, see, now, I didn't know that. I thought you actually had to speak the language.
No.
They can recognize your German accent, huh?
Right. You need to utter a few German phrases like Das Lied von der Erde or stuff like that. If you know that, then you're all set.
Yeah, you throw that out, and then you're all set.
Achtung. If you'd like to call us about your car, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Chris. I live in the boonies of northern Arizona.
Chris.
So it must be just CHRIS.
Yeah.
Ah.
Northern Arizona.
Yeah. Is that like right near the Canadian border?
Pretty much.
How north is it?
Well, you're right on the Utah border.
No, it's about 50 miles from Flagstaff.
Flagstaff.
Oh.
Yeah, good. So what's up, Chris?
Oh, well, I have an 83 Chevy S10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When I accelerate hard, it goes pop, 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 pop inside the engine.
Yeah.
Kind of like a backfire in the engine. And it surges and it loses power. But when I push the pedal as hard as I can to the floor, it goes, and it starts going. And it stops popping.
Yeah.
And this only happens when the engine is warmed up.
Good.
So if you accelerate, so you say medium hard, it does the pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And if you really floor it,
If you really
goes
floor
like
it,
hell.
it doesn't do the pop, pop, pop. Or it may
Right.
do it for a second or two, and
then it's gone. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
And it's terrible on hills for acceleration.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried cleaning the carburetor out, put some fuel treatment in there.
But when it's cold, it does none of these things. It just goes perfectly.
Yeah.
and you can stomp on it when it's cold and it takes off.
Right.
Good.
Oh, you could almost use one of your patented answers.
No,
But it would be wrong.
It would be wrong, but
you could make a case for it.
what's wrong with this? This
It's
thing.
the choke pull-off, I have to say.
This thing has a 2-barrel carburetor. And when you step on the pedal in a normal fashion, that is, you try to accelerate without stomping the pedal to the floor, one of the barrels is primarily providing the gasoline.
Okay.
Except that it can't provide enough, and that's why you get the boom, 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 the backfires through the carburetor.
Okay.
When you've stomped on the pedal, you are kicking open the other barrel, and you are compensating for the inadequacy of barrel number one.
Okay.
So the fact that you've tried cleaning the carburetor tells me you're on the right track, but it may need professional help.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It well may.
Yeah, I suspect that your jets are plugged up in this thing. And that's why if you're driving around town and don't put much of a demand on the thing, it's okay. But if you drive at high speed...
Here we are. We're sitting in this little radio studio in some little town here in northern Massachusetts. And we have headphones on, and our esteemed producer can actually talk to us.
Okay.
And he helps us with all these questions. He knows everything about cars. And here's what he just suggested.
Ah.
Take off the carburetor and put it in the dishwasher. Now, where would we be with a guy like that? Where would we be?
Where would we be?
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh, no.
No, in fact, you're the shop that you take your car to, wherever that may be, will have such a dishwasher for carburetors, perhaps. No, they'll have a parts bath. They'll disassemble the thing and soak the carburetor in this very carcinogenic stuff.
Well, I guess I've sprayed enough caustic chemicals. A couple other ones can't hurt.
See, spraying the carburetor is not going to help because the dirt is in the inside of the carburetor. So spraying the outside of the carburetor, so to speak, i.e. the parts you can see.
Okay.
And what
Isn't gonna
happens is when you spray the stuff in, it just gets sucked straight down into the engine, and all the places that need to be cleaned are in the other direction.
Okay.
So it ain't going to help.
If you're a
what might
cheapskate-
help is you might want to throw some junk into the gas tank.
You can go to your local auto supply store, and they have a whole shelf of these miracle cures. I'd buy one of each.
Yeah. And it's not the end of the world because, I mean, this is drivable. It's been doing this for months, I'll bet.
But
Right.
I would try the gas tank treatment first. That may work.
Okay.
And if it
I've
doesn't-
tried that, and it doesn't seem to be helping that much, but I should do it again?
Yeah, do
Oh,
it again
yeah.
because that's the only thing that might help short of taking the carburetor apart, and that's going to cost a lot of money,
Yeah.
and you're not going to
Which you don't have, because if you had any money, you wouldn't be
I
driving
would be
this
driving
thing.
83, yeah.
But try if one can is good, put two in. If it says add one can, put two.
Okay.
What the hell? Good luck, Chris.
Thank you.
Good luck, Chris.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, guys. It's Jim Davis calling up from the Car Talk Chemical Labs.
Jim,
Professor,
baby!
this is Professor Jim Davis from the
GW
world's greatest university.
Oh, WGU.
WGU.
Not GW.
Well, I hear you have another question about radiator fluids. Could you bring me up to date?
Up to speed, so to speak? Yes.
I wish I could remember what it was.
We received
Oh,
a phone
that
call
one.
from some guy who was traveling in some forsaken place in Utah, Canyonlands, around Moab, and the vehicle began to overheat. And at the direction of his, I believe, girlfriend, he was required to relieve himself into the radiator to make up for some
Lost
liquid
coolant.
lost for some reason we don't know. And he wanted to know what effect might this have on his cooling system, which is obviously consists of cast iron, aluminum, and perhaps even copper. And rubber hoses.
And rubber hoses.
And
I see.
ethylene glycol antifreeze. And we knew, Jim, that you'd be up to it.
Oh, well, I assume, knowing you guys, that you told him to flush the radiator.
Yes.
Well, he suggested that himself.
He said, don't
did,
tell me to
okay.
flush the radiator. So he beat us to it on that one.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyhow, I guess it's better than nothing, but you should be aware, he should be aware, that salty water is more corrosive either than tap water or distilled water.
Salty.
So if this is an emergency fix on the road, I guess, as I say, it's better than nothing, but he ought to flush the radiator seriously,
Wow.
clean
How
it
much-
out, and put a fresh supply of coolant in there.
Now, how
Well,
much
how much salt is in there?
the average
The average, what do you call it?
release?
Release is good.
It's certainly a percent or so. I haven't actually figured it out. It can vary considerably depending on how hot it is, how much it's been sweating.
Yeah.
In other words,
Oh,
how
sure.
concentrated
It
the
could be
urine
pretty
is.
concentrated.
Yeah.
And I believe it was rather hot,
Yeah.
which means he had been perspiring a lot, and therefore the stuff inside would have been concentrated.
Yeah. Well,
What salts do we have in there?
Well, mostly sodium chloride, but there also are other salts.
And of course, there's uric acid. I never thought of that.
Yes, there's a certain amount of that in there. But it's really the saltiness of it that's the only real concern. That and maybe a little bit of smell, too, that would be a factor.
And the saltiness would be a problem because it would ionize and therefore set up a little
Yeah, salt water is a conductor
Sure.
of electricity, and corrosion is an electrochemical process which is hastened by saltiness. That's why things corrode more in seawater than in river water. For
Exactly. That's why we should take the fleet out of the Atlantic.
The
Well, they do
Italians
have
did.
to take steps to prevent the corrosion.
Well, Jim,
There's another point that occurred to me that's probably worth mentioning, and that is if any of your listeners or you guys yourselves find yourself in this situation, I think it's very important to go into a can or bottle first and then pour it into the radiator.
Yes.
The
Otherwise-
reason is a stream of salty water is an excellent conductor of electricity, and should the stream accidentally be misdirected over to the battery cables,
yes.
you could get quite a jolt from doing it.
I don't need to go any further. No need to go a step further. Oh, my
Okay.
God.
But, I think your guy should clean the radiator out as soon as he gets the chance.
Well, Jim, thank you, as always,
Dr.
Okay.
Jim,
for your
my
very capable
God.
analysis of
You
a
are-
complex social problem.
You are most welcome.
Hey,
I'm
what do you
sure
do when you're not consulting to us? You have,
Well,
do we pay you enough that it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
matter?
certainly do. I am certainly worth what you pay me. Okay. nice
We've always
talking
felt
with
that
you.
way, Jim.
Okay,
Hey,
thanks.
thanks a lot for calling.
Okay, bye.
Okay, quick. What was last week's puzzler?
I know it. It was about a haircut in Horsetown.
Right decade, but that's not it. It was about a troublesome Cadillac in Minnesota.
All right, I got no idea what you're talking about. Have we ever met before?
No.
Federal funding for public media has been eliminated, which means decades of support for public radio and television from both political parties is ending. To be clear, NPR isn't going anywhere, but we do need your support. We hope you'll give today to keep rigorous, independent, and irreplaceable news coverage available to everyone free of charge. Make your gift at donate.npr.org, and thank you.
As AI permeates every aspect of our lives, who are the people behind this huge inflection point? What keeps them up at night?
I fear that what it means to be human may suddenly not be our own.
We've got a special series from NPR's TED Radio Hour. It's called The Prophets of Technology. What they got right, wrong, and where these pioneers think we're headed next. Listen to the TED Radio Hour wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're a robot, this might not be the show for you. But if you're a human with hopes, dreams, and bills to pay, the Life Kit podcast might be just what you need. 3 times a week, Life Kit brings you a fresh set of solutions to help you tackle topics big and small, from how to save money on groceries to how to bring the house down at karaoke. You know, human stuff. Listen to the Life Kit podcast from NPR, presentado por mí, Mariel Segarra.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler. Here it is.
Yeah.
You don't remember.
I don't remember it at all.
This was supplied by a listener named Shelley Payne, and I quote, more or less with the necessary obfuscations,
Yeah.
whatever. Several years ago, my father-in-law, who lives in Minnesota, had trouble with his late-model Cadillac DeVille. His battery kept dying every couple of days. He'd get it jump-started. It would run fine for a few days, but then die again. He took it to the dealership, and they did this, quick little your battery's all right, your alternator's all right. They sent him away. They couldn't sell him a new car, so they gave up.
What do they care if it
No.
starts? Yeah.
One morning, last winter, after there had been several inches of snow, remember, this is Minnesota.
You sure it was winter?
No,
maybe it was
June.
July.
He went out, and sure enough, the battery was dead. So he jump-started the car and went into town to get a cup of coffee at the local drugstore where he used to, hang out. Now, being that he lives in the small town, he parked right in front of the drugstore. He was in a crummy mood, and while drinking his cup of coffee, he complained to the pharmacist about how his car was driving him cuckoo. The pharmacist asked, "Is that your car right out there?" "Yes, it is," he said. The pharmacist said, "I know why your car is dying." What did the pharmacist see? Now, you got to remember all the facts.
Let me just
what are the? Just go back and
go back over
and
this.
revisit.
Late model Cadillac.
There you
run
go.
for a few days.
Uh-huh.
It was winter.
The dealership didn't find anything wrong with it.
Dealership didn't find. Snow is the key.
There you go.
The snow is the key.
The snow is the key. Minnesota, snow.
Minnesota,
Druggist,
snow.
Pharmacist.
The druggist
Grouchy.
looks out. Ha 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 ha. I've got it. His rear window defogger.
So close, but yet so far.
No.
What the pharmacist noticed is that there was snow on the roof of the car. He had just started it and driven over there.
Yeah.
There was probably even snow on the hood. But there was no snow
on the
trunk because the trunk light was staying on. And that bulb, believe it or not, was generating enough heat to keep the snow from accumulating. Jeez, and I don't... Can we play the tape of last week's show?
When I said, "What a great
when he
puzzler."
said, "Wow, what a puzzler." Now, what did you think it was going to be? Martians? But you knew all the facts. What did you think the answer was going to be?
Well, I mean,
give me a better answer than this.
No,
one.
actually, it's not bad. It's not. It's really not. It's not that bad because it would mean that the light had been on for days, and that's why the trunk would have been really hot in there. Sure, I think it's fine. I'll go with it.
It is rather disconcerting to get such a vote of confidence one week.
No, actually, I take it back. I take back the Bronx cheer. I think it's a great puzzler.
No, you don't. Not really.
No.
Anyway.
But we do have a winner.
Oh, yeah.
The winner.
Sure.
The winner is Nathaniel Klum. Klum. That's Klumb, Nat. From Red Stick, Louisiana. You know what that is?
Yeah, Baton Rouge.
Si, oui. And for having the correct...
No, oui, that's what the guy did in the radio.
That was the last call. And for having his correct answer chosen at random this week, Nate, we get this. Now, this is a new prize because you may recall that we made a big stink about the fact that one week someone wins a stupid little license plate thing that costs 28 cents, and the next week someone wins something elaborate. So
Right.
Here's the deal.
Like part ownership in Planet Hollywood or something.
Exactly. But now, Nate will be the first one to receive a $25 gift certificate to the Car Talk Shameless Commerce Division. This is new. Instead of us foisting on you some lousy Car Talk gift that you didn't want in the first place, Nate can call the Shameless Commerce Division or visit it on the web and pick out $25 worth of stuff that he does want. Wow. You can get one of our CDs. You can get our brand new book, A Haircut in Horsetown, and other great Car Talk puzzlers. He can even get this brand new Faces Made for Radio, the Car Talk video. Wow, the video made at our 10th anniversary, which we did after 11 years, featuring all the brothers, Tappet brothers, that's us, the Smothers brothers, that's not us, the Karamazov brothers, they're crazy, Dr. Joyce brothers, she's crazy. You can get any of those things and have money left over. Does he get change?
No change.
No change.
No.
So he buys whatever he gets. If it doesn't come to exactly $25,
He forfeits the rest.
He's out.
Yeah.
Oh, so I see. What we're trying to do is get him to buy that other thing.
There you go.
Makes it $28.
There
He's
you
gonna
go.
Send us $3.
Right.
Ah, I see.
No.
Okay. Well, Nate, you're the first You're the first recipient of this great prize. Nathaniel Klum from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go to the Shameless Commerce Division and shop your little heart out, buddy.
Anyway, we'll have a new puzzler coming up in the second or third half of Car Talk today. I don't know if you want to call us. The number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hey, guys. My name's Danush. I'm from Crestone, Colorado.
Danush?
Danush. Yeah. I know Dinesh, but I don't know Danush.
You know Dinesh.
D-I-N?
It's D-A-N-U-S-H.
Danush.
Danush. From whence does Danush come?
Danush comes from, it's actually Polish for Daniel.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Of course, we should have known that. Danush.
My
Danush.
dad actually grew up in a little Polish neighborhood outside of Detroit.
Like Stasiu.
Like Stasiu, yes.
Right, you're not really Polish. You just have a Polish name.
I have a Polish name. I know about 3 words in Polish, and that's about it.
One of them's Danush.
Yeah.
How about Nostrovia? I know that one.
Nostrovia, yes.
Yeah, I know that one.
You use that one a
What's
lot.
it? Don't step in the Nostrovia.
My father-in-law teaches me most words that I can't say on the air.
So where are you from, Danush?
I'm actually living in a little town in Colorado right now called Crestone. And I'm from Woods Hole, Massachusetts, though, actually, Woods Hole in Cape Cod.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And what brought you to Crestone?
Well,
His whale research.
I'm doing an alternative construction. I've been building an alternative house, like passive solar, and it's made out of straw bales. Have you guys ever heard of that?
It's made out of straw bales?
Yes.
I thought an alternative house was like an 81 Chevy. That's the alternative house I've usually lived in.
That's an alternative septic tank out here.
Well, that's interesting. Hay bales. I mean, this is like a retro house.
Yes, yes.
You're going back like a couple of 100 years.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trying to live like the pioneers did in Colorado.
Good.
So are you finished with your construction, or are you just begun it?
I'm actually just about to wrap it up.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what brought me out.
Don't smoke. Don't smoke.
Yeah, don't cook.
Right.
No open fires.
And no romantic candlelight dinners.
No.
Anyway,
So
what did you call us?
What's
So
up,
anyway,
Stashu?
I'm calling because of a car. I do have a car problem. I have a 1980 four-wheel drive Subaru wagon.
Yep.
And my friend's ex-girlfriend was moving out of Aspen, Colorado, and she had this car, and she didn't want it anymore, so she gave me this thing. So I drove it back, and it seemed fine. But the clutch was a little funny, so my friend and I and my girlfriend drove out to California with it, and we drove to San Francisco. So
that finished the
What,
clutch.
to fix the clutch? You thought that breaking it in would do it?
yeah, break in a 20-year-old car. But we drove it to San Francisco, and we realized on the way out there that when the car heated up, the clutch would start slipping. But if we let it cool overnight or cool for a little while, the clutch would catch fine and be absolutely like brand new.
And you made it back from San Francisco
I
to
did.
Crestone, Colorado.
Yeah, but I didn't have to push it that much. But
Does the clutch pedal feel any differently when it's beginning to slip? Aside from the fact that
I'm working on that too, but I don't like it.
I haven't noticed any difference, to tell you the truth. There might be, but I haven't noticed any difference.
We're both independently working on hydraulics.
Oh, not I.
You're not working on hydraulics.
This car, I believe, has
Cable?
a cable clutch.
Oh,
Okay.
This vehicle has a cable clutch.
in
Is
which
that true?
case I can now say, since I knew that I had no idea what's causing this, that we have no idea what's causing.
Well, no, I believe an 80 Subaru has a clutch cable.
Well, if that's true, I suppose. How about this?
Go ahead. I'm open to anything because I have what?
No clue. Here, how's this? The cable is all frayed and chewed up, and it's ready to break any minute.
Sounds bogus.
Wait
right
a
there.
minute.
Don't
So
forget, they drove it to California.
I understand. So it's hanging on by several threads, but it's not broken yet. However, as we know, as things heat up, what? They expand. So the cable gets longer.
Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. This is bad.
The cable gets longer, and it starts to sneak into the passenger compartment and wrap itself around his leg.
Well, I think we have to attack...
I have no idea.
We have to attack the original premise, which is that the clutch is slipping. How do you know it's slipping?
Well, because when it first goes, I put it in first gear and it starts rolling and it's fine and it goes, and then 15, 20 minutes later, I put it into gear and it goes, and the car doesn't go anywhere.
Well, one of the things that can keep a clutch from slipping during the first few minutes of operation is moisture on the clutch.
Okay.
Because it'll actually act as a just like your brakes grab when they're wet. This can happen too if there's a little moisture on the clutch.
So have you noticed any difference on wet days?
there is no difference.
I didn't think so. Really. Well, the only other thing that comes to mind is that the release bearing is binding on the collar.
This sounds better.
It does. And always throw out words that the caller doesn't understand, and you'll get him to get rid of them.
Binding on the collar.
So that the clutch, when it heats up, is not releasing.
It's not releasing.
And it's tantamount to your riding the clutch.
Okay.
Which would be the same
as the cable wrapping around your leg.
As the cable stretching. It would be the same.
Okay.
No, the cable isn't stretching.
Yeah.
But I think what you need, the solution here, is to put a new clutch in.
Just put a new clutch in there.
New clutch, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could verify this, because when it starts to slip, if you could get someone to look at the release bearing, which might be visible.
Well, you might be able to just yank up on the pedal and get it to not slip.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Try that.
Okay. I haven't tried that yet.
Well, you don't have to reach way down there. Just reach down and grab that cable that's wrapped around your ankle and pull on it.
While I'm driving or while
while you're driving.
Tie a rope around the clutch pedal so you can yank on the thing. But but the solution, I believe, is a new release bearing. But if you're going to do that, you might as well put a new clutch in because you've done all the same labor.
Okay.
Good luck, Danush.
Thanks a lot.
It's been a pleasure.
Salutations, comrades. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, it's time to take another short break.
And that means you're going to go back into the green room and you're going to put the finishing touches on this week's puzzle, huh? Just to make sure that it's absolutely perfect.
Sure, rub it in. That's all right. That's all right. I don't mind. I can take it. We'll be back in a minute.
This week on Consider This, the fight over gerrymandering spreading from Texas to other states. Now some Democrats want to fight fire with fire. And a lot of us are searching the web differently, letting AI do it for us. Why the internet could change if you search but never click. This week on Consider This. Listen on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Materials scientist Anna Maria Koklita is creating tech that replicates skin and simulates touch.
A prosthetic hand would feel if the patient is holding a hot cup or a cold bottle of beer.
Ideas about our skin and how we use it to interact with the world. That's on NPR's TED Radio Hour. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Terry Gross, host of Fresh Air. I just talked to comic, actor, and podcaster Mark Maron about grief, cats, his early stand-up, and why he's often guarded in relationships. But on his podcast and in front of an audience, he's open and vulnerable.
I'm very open-hearted when people are going to leave. You know?
Find my interview with Mark Maron wherever you listen to Fresh Air.
I'm Rachel Martin, host of Wildcard from NPR. I've spent years interviewing all kinds of people, and I've realized there are ideas that we all think about but don't talk about very much. So I made a shortcut, a deck of cards with questions that anyone can answer, questions that go deep into the experiences that shape us. Listen to the Wildcard podcast only from NPR.
Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tapper Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new puzzler. Now, I have several potential new puzzlers.
Oh, and you haven't actually decided yet? You're going to do it right here live on National Public Radio. You're going to take out the 2 or 3 that are in contention, so to speak, and you're going to just decide right now. And what are we supposed to do in the meantime? We're supposed to just sit here and stick our fingers in our ears?
Yeah, like you usually do. Well, I tried a couple on the staff. They didn't get any of them, so I'm going to try this one, which I didn't try in them, because I like this one the best. This is a non-automotive puzzler.
All right.
This was sent from someplace on Alpha Centauri by Dave Etnoyer. Oh, here it is. A farmer had a 40-pound stone which he could use to weigh 40 pounds of feed. He would sell feed in 40-pound or bales of hay or whatever. So he had a balance scale. He put the stone on one side,
beam, yeah,
and he'd pile the other side with feed or hay. When it balanced, boom, that's it.
Another one of these.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah, okay. I like it already.
Don't start with the liking it. I don't want to hear you like it. I'm sick of that.
I don't want to build up your hopes. But I do like it so far.
A neighbor
The
borrows...
fact that it's a stone and it weighs exactly 40 pounds,
It does.
I find that interesting.
Well, you have to chip off
Did he
pieces.
make the stone?
You have to chip
Or
off
you go
pieces.
into Brookstone and you say, Brookstone, I'd like a
Brookstone.
40-pound stone.
Well, who else would
please."
you buy it from? Brookstone, right?
You deliver.
You go into the brook, you pick out a stone.
I just want to tick off the UPS guy when he has to deliver it.
Can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it's bad enough
Did
that
I-
you interfere to this extent.
Did I interrupt?
Then you screw up the puzzler. You interfere with the very nature of it, and then you have the audacity the next week.
All right, no, this is serious. The puzzler is the only serious part of the show.
Okay. A neighbor borrows the stone, but had to apologize when he returned it broken into 4 pieces.
Oh.
The farmer who owned the stone later told the neighbor that he actually had done him a favor.
Yeah.
The pieces of the broken stone could now be used to weigh any item, assuming those items were in 1 pound increments, from 1 pound
to 40.
To 40.
Or 41. How about that? Now that would be a puzzle.
That would be good.
Yeah.
What were the weights of the 4 individual stones? Okay. So if you want to weigh 1 pound, 6 pounds, 11 pounds, 22 pounds, 39 pounds.
Wow.
How would you use the stones, the thing you're weighing, and the balance beam? And how would, right? Remember that. And here's the hint. How would you weigh 2 pounds? That's the question. I could give a further hint.
That is great.
Yeah, till next week. Next week it'll be in the doghouse. If you think you know the answer, write it on the back of I need these $20 bills.
I know you do.
Write it on the back of a $20 bill and send it to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Matt 02238, or you can do an electronic funds transfer and email us your answer on a $20 bill by visiting the Car Talk section of cars.com. If you'd like to call us, our number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Susan from Columbia, South Carolina.
Hi, Susan. You sound desperate.
I'm really desperate. I've got a relationship problem that's turning me into a terrible nag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you have a relationship problem.
No. It's not my fault, I promise, really.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll let you know.
I have a lazy shifter boyfriend.
Lazy shifter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know them well.
Uh-huh. And what he likes to do is he's driving my new car, and first of all, he shifts pretty early, and he shifts directly from 3rd gear into 5th gear. And then he leaves it in 5th gear regardless. So he'll bring it down to maybe 20 or 25 miles an hour in 5th gear. And I'm afraid he's killing my car.
Well, we need to know what kind of a car it is, because it might not be
matter.
worth fretting about.
It's a 99 Miata.
Oh, throw the bum out.
But I don't want to do that.
I mean, if you had said it was like, a
Hyundai accent or something, we would have said,
a Sportage or something, we'd say, fine, well, who cares?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a little bit trainable. He used to ride my clutch, and I've gotten him to stop doing that.
Yes, that shiftless boyfriend of yours is, in fact, doing damage to your car.
Is he? What's he doing?
Well, he's lugging the engine, number one. When he's down to 20 miles an hour in 5th gear and he's trying to accelerate, that's bad when he's trying to accelerate from 20 to bring it back up to 40 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
Because it overheats the engine and it's bad for it.
Going into 5th at 40 or 45 miles an hour is not bad.
Even if it's straight from 3rd?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Because there's nothing that says you got to follow these gears numerically.
Okay.
So the only thing that you have to correct, I think if you try to correct too much stuff, you're apt to run into a problem.
That's why I say throw the bum out.
Well, I would say
he's been trying. He's really been trying. Because when
so-
he's thinking about it, he actually doesn't do it. But when he gets distracted, like the other day, he shifted into 5th at 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say try to break him of one bad habit at a time and make sure he doesn't bring it down to 20 miles an hour.
Okay, so I
try to
don't. So I
accelerate.
can just ignore it when he switches from 3rd to 5th at 40.
Yeah.
But then when he gets below 40, I should suggest that he downshift.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't forget that the danger here is trying to accelerate in fifth gear at 20.
Right.
So what he should do, even if he's in fifth, he should step in the clutch and put it in, say, third.
Mm-hmm.
And from 20 miles an hour, take off in third gear.
But it sounds to me like there are lots of situations where he never should have gotten out of third in the first place. He has some kind of compulsion that is making him think he's got to get to fifth gear.
Maybe
like
he
he
just
has
likes to
accomplished
shift.
something. And if you're going on a trip, if you don't get to fifth gear, you will never get to where you're going. You got to explain to him that you can ride around all day in third gear. In fact, I happen to be driving a Miata today.
Are you?
Yeah.
As we speak.
As we speak, I'm talking on my
I
car
hope
phone.
not.
And I mean, for the last couple of days, I've been driving it, and I many times don't get out of third gear because I'm driving around town.
You can do a lot in third.
Sure, I mean, third is fine. So tell him not to think about fifth at all.
Okay. Actually, I've gotten to the point where whenever he's shifting out of third, I just move my knee out of the way because I assume he's going to put it into fifth.
Well, don't move your knee.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got it.
See you, Susan.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Take care of that car.
I sure will. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, it's happened again. You've evaporated another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug, the subway fugitive, not a slave to fashion Berman. Our associate producer and dean of the College of Automusicology is Ken Two Car Garages. Our assistant producer is Catherine Imelda Ray Marcos, and our engineer is Dennis the Menace Foley. Our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor still on the Fall Grand National Pro-Am Free Lunch Tour is Mr. John Bugsy Lawler. Car Talk's poet laureate is Robert DeFrost. Our document security expert from the island of Jamaica is Euripides Upman, who is not related to our tailor, Euripides Eumenides, or to our staff bouncer, Euripides I Break You Face. Peekaboo Street directs our intensive care unit, which is now known as the Peekaboo ICU, and our Leo Tolstoy biographer is Warren Peace, author of Leo Tolstoy by Warren Peace. Our chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe is Louis Dewey, known to the dogs in Harvard Square as Huey the Hydrant. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers. Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like my brother.
We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
And now, here is Car Talk Plaza's very own self-improvement guru, Mr. Vinny Gumbaz.
Hey, now, if you want to improve and be a little less pathetic, pick up a copy of this week's Car Talk program, which is number 44. You can get one through our Shameless Commerce Division at 1-888-CAR-JUNK.
Vinny, self-improvement is supposed to be helpful, sympathetic, and caring.
Shut up now! If you want other Car Talk stuff like the new Car Talk puzzle book, the new Car Talk video, or Car Talk gift certificates, you can also call our Shameless Commerce Division at 1-888-CAR-JUNK, or you can visit us online at the Car Talk section at cars.com.
All right, thank you, Vinny. I certainly feel improved now.
Well, talk about upside.
Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Neil Conan has to slug some Pepto-Bismol every time he hears us say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
Do you ever look at political headlines and go, huh? Well, that's exactly why the NPR Politics Podcast exists. We're experts, not just on politics, but in making politics make sense. Every episode, we decode everything that happened in Washington and help you figure out what it all means. Give politics a chance with the NPR Politics Podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a lot of news happening. You want to understand it better, but let's be honest, you don't want it to be your entire life either. Well, that's sort of like our show, Here and Now, Anytime. Every weekday on our podcast, we talk to people all over the country about everything from political analysis to climate resilience, video games. We even talk about dumpster diving on this show. Check out Here and Now, Anytime, a daily podcast from NPR and WBUR.
There is so much happening in politics in any given week. You might need help putting it all in perspective. As your week draws to a close, join the NPR Politics Podcast team for our weekly roundup. Here, our best political reporters zoom into the biggest stories of the week. Not just what they mean, but what they mean for you, all in under 30 minutes. Listen to the weekly roundup every Friday on the NPR Politics Podcast.